The enchanted garden in the quaint village of Rosewood, nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests, there was an old, overgrown garden that everyone spoke of in hushed tones. The garden, with its ivy-covered walls and ancient oak trees, was said to be enchanted. Legends told of a love so pure that it had left an indelible mark on the place, a love story that had stood the test of time and continued to inspire the hearts of those who heard it. Isabella, a young woman with a heart full of dreams and a soul that yearned for adventure, had recently moved to Rosewood. She had always been fascinated by stories of love and magic, and the tale of the enchanted garden intrigued her. Determined to uncover the truth behind the legend, she decided to visit the garden herself. One crisp autumn morning, as the first rays of sunlight kissed the dewy grass, Isabella set out for the garden. She wore a simple dress and carried a small journal, ready to document her discoveries. The path to the garden was lined with ancient oak trees whose leaves had turned shades of gold and crimson. As she walked, she felt a sense of anticipation and wonder. The garden gate, wrought iron and adorned with delicate roses, creaked as Isabella pushed it open. Inside, the garden was a riot of colors and fragrances. Roses of every hue bloomed in wild profusion, their petals glistening with dew. Ivy clung to the stone walls, and a gentle breeze rustled the leaves of the towering oaks. It was a place of beauty and serenity, untouched by time. As Isabella wandered through the garden, she came upon a stone bench beneath a sprawling oak tree. She sat down, her fingers tracing the weathered carvings on the bench. The carvings told a story of two lovers who had met in this very garden many years ago. Their names were Aiden and Elara. Aiden, a young artist with a passion for painting, had come to Rosewood to find inspiration. Elara, the daughter of a local merchant, had a heart full of kindness and a smile that could light up the darkest night. Their paths had crossed one fateful evening in the garden, where Aiden was sketching the roses. Elara had been captivated by his talent, and Aiden had been enchanted by her beauty and grace. Their love had blossomed in the garden, a love that was as vibrant and enduring as the roses that surrounded them. They would meet there every evening, sharing their dreams and hopes, their laughter and tears. Aiden painted countless portraits of Elara, capturing her essence in each stroke of his brush. Elara, in turn, inspired Aiden to create his finest works. But their love was not without challenges. Elara's father, a stern and ambitious man, disapproved of their relationship. He wanted his daughter to marry a wealthy suitor, not a struggling artist. Despite the obstacles, Aiden and Elara's love remained steadfast. They promised each other that no matter what happened, their hearts would always belong to one another. One fateful night, as the moon bathed the garden in a silvery glow, Elara's father discovered their secret meetings. In a fit of rage, he forbade Elara from seeing Aiden and locked her away. Heartbroken but determined, Aiden vowed to rescue Elara. He poured all his love and longing into a final masterpiece, a painting of the garden, with the words "Love Eternal" inscribed at the bottom. Aiden's painting became renowned, a symbol of their undying love. The villagers, moved by their story, began to speak of the garden as a place of enchantment, where love could conquer all. Elara, though kept from Aiden, never forgot him. She would sneak out to the garden whenever she could, hoping to find a trace of her beloved. As Isabella read the story carved into the bench, she felt a deep connection to Aiden and Elara. Their love story, though tragic, was a testament to the power of love and the magic that it could create. Inspired, Isabella decided to explore the garden further, hoping to uncover more of their legacy. Near the center of the garden, she discovered a hidden alcove, overgrown with ivy and roses. There, nestled among the flowers, was an old, weathered painting, a painting of the garden, just as Aiden had described. The colors had faded with time, but the inscription "Love Eternal" was still visible at the bottom. Tears filled Isabella's eyes as she gazed at the painting. She could feel the love and passion that Aiden had poured into his work. It was as if the garden itself had preserved their love, keeping it alive for all those who visited. Moved by the story and the painting, Isabella decided to restore the garden to its former glory. She spent her days tending to the roses, clearing the ivy, and bringing new life to the old pathways. As she worked, she felt a sense of fulfillment and joy, knowing that she was honoring Aiden and Elara's love. The villagers of Rosewood soon noticed the transformation of the garden. They began to visit more often, drawn by its beauty and the legend of the lovers. The garden became a place of celebration and reflection, where people came to find solace and inspiration. Isabella's efforts did not go unnoticed. One day, as she was tending to the roses, a young man named Lucas approached her. He had heard of her work and was captivated by her dedication and spirit. Lucas, an artist himself, had come to Rosewood seeking inspiration, just as Aiden had so many years ago. As they talked and shared their dreams, Isabella felt a familiar connection, a spark of something magical. Lucas's presence brought new light and joy to her life, and she realized that love, like the roses in the garden, could bloom anew. Together, Isabella and Lucas continued to nurture the garden, their love growing stronger with each passing day. The Enchanted Garden, once a place of legend, became a living testament to the power of love and the enduring legacy of Aiden and Elara. And so, the story of the Enchanted Garden lived on, inspiring generations with its tale of love, resilience, and the magic that lies within the human heart.